What's up, you guys? Here's another video I wanted to put together, and this time we're taking a look at the Ghostbuster trailer. Now, I actually had a friend text me yesterday. They hadn't seen the trailer yet, and they knew I was a huge Ghostbusters fan. I grew up on this movie, and they said, hey, what is going on? I don't understand what's going on. And I said, look, I'm going to be completely honest with you right now. I have no idea. Now, I know a lot of people are excited about this, and I want to preface it, and I think a lot of people are taking this step when they make videos about this trailer. I don't care. Was I excited about the all-female cast? No. But it wasn't because they're women. It was because I don't think they're very talented at what they're doing. You go back. Now, I guess I was birthed the same year as the original Ghostbusters. But I grew up on the cartoon. I've seen the original movie, oh my gosh, hundreds of times, maybe 1,000 times. I don't know. When I come home and I want to watch something, that's what I watch. And that cast, Aykroyd and Ramis and Murray, those three were stars. A lot of people think, oh, well, they had just kind of come into their own. No, they had done Stripes. Wasn't it Stripes? Yeah, they did Stripes. Murray and Aykroyd were on SNL. Ramis had done directing work, and this was his script, and they were stars, and they were comedic geniuses. In fact, I was thinking about it the other day, and if I were to go get a current female comedian to be Bill Murray, for example, you know what? To be honest, I'm not sure if I could cast a Bill Murray. It doesn't come to mind right now. But how about this? If I was going to cast Harold Ramis, if I wanted a Spangler type character, I could easily go get Tina Fey because she knows how to be that nerdy, like dorky character. We don't have that right now. But the other thing about the original Ghostbusters is that those characters were diverse. Okay, they weren't just, oh, I'm this guy and I'm that guy and I'm that guy. I'm the nerdy one, I'm the funny one, I'm the fat one, whatever. They had some range to them. And even Ernie Hudson, who comes in halfway through the movie, brings something. He's the everyman, And I thought maybe initially when I heard about the movie, I thought, well, maybe they'll get some diverse people. No, they typecast the crap out of this movie. You've got to be quite honest, I think you have two nerds, and then this is going to sound awful, the black girl who is filling the Ernie Hudson token black person in this movie, which is terrible. I'm sexist for saying that I don't want an all-female cast. Well, I think they're racist for casting someone that they're going to pitch as she's street smart. Oh, because we've never seen the black character that's street smart. Come on, be better than that. Then you get to the actual movie itself. Okay, if the first ghost that we see is not a direct ripoff of the librarian from the beginning of the original movie, I don't know what is. Also, this is a reboot, right? So we're forgetting the original Ghostbusters, except right here at the beginning of the trailer. Look at this. What is that you see right there? 30 years ago. And it talks about some guys that saved New York. So is this a sequel or an actual reboot? Because when we rebooted Star Trek, we started before the original show and diverged it so that it didn't acknowledge so much, Bill Shatner. This acknowledges Bill Murray and Dan Aykroyd and Harold Ramis and Ernie Hudson. I don't understand what the direction here is. Also, the CGI is just dreadful. The CGI in the game on the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360, the whole game's CGI, right? And you get some pretty decent looking stuff. I'm seeing a Slimer. I'm seeing these hordes of ghosts. What they literally look like they did was said, let's go get a glow stick and paint people with it. They don't look like ghosts. Now, I'm intrigued by the one that you see that walks by that's like the guy on stilts or whatever, just the super tall freak ghost. I'm intrigued by that one, and I'm glad to see Slimer. Otherwise, though, I just can't get behind this. And I got to tell you, my biggest gripe of all has nothing to do with the casting. It has nothing to do, because we don't know much about the story itself. My biggest gripe from the trailer is the car. Okay, when we got the 50s model, I guess it was 58, 59, 50, whatever, the hearse in the original Ghostbusters, that was a classic car. People actually wanted that car, and not necessarily in the hearse model, but people were driving 50s model caddies as classics, and they like collected them. I would love to meet the people that are driving 80s model Cadillacs as collectibles, because that's what this is. They took a car that's 30 years old, and they're going to slap a paint job on it, and the equipment that they put on it looks hokey. You look at the original Ecto-1. Look at Ecto-1 or Ecto-1A for all I care, whatever. You look at them and they look like emergency vehicles. This thing doesn't look like an emergency vehicle. And I had this discussion with somebody at work the other day. We were talking about the fact that you could have gone and got like an early 2000s model Cadillac hearse. They had some that looked really cool. And if you're going for a new edgy look with the movie, throw one of these bad boys in there. They have an edgy look to them. Instead, we go with an 80s model and we paint it up. And I really wish they had gotten one that had wood paneling on it, so it would have looked so 80s. That would have been great. Also, what's going on with the weapons? I think we see, what's her name that played Suki on Gilmore Girls? I think she punches a ghost, but with like a proton punch? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. What was wrong with the proton packs and the streams? And we see those, but we also see like these pistols that the weird girl licks. And why is she licking them? And then, I don't know. There are diverse weapons, which would be cool, but it's not. I don't know. I'm having a really hard time getting excited. The trailer did nothing to get me more excited. And maybe most importantly, we get this possession thing, which we kind of had that with the second movie, you know, that kind of plays off of the slime from the second movie. So it's interesting, but that scene in the trailer was the first scene where I was like, yeah, this is them being stereotypical in their typecasting, because that's when we got the power of Patty compels you, and she slaps her around. Melissa McCarthy, isn't that her name? Melissa McCarthy, whatever her name is. I can't even think. Suki from the Gilmore Girls. They slap her around. Why? It's just, it doesn't look good. And I think what's bad is that I want so desperately for it to be good, and I'm gonna go see it anyway. But if it's bad, it's kind of like when 2009 Star Trek came out, and we knew if it flopped, even though it was J.J. Abrams, if it flopped, we weren't gonna get another, and Star Trek would be dead in the water. Ghostbusters, we've sat around and waited since, 1989? For this 27 years? The vast majority of my life, we've sat around and waited for this. And if Sony screws this up, how long? Are we ever going to get a Ghostbusters? We already lost Harold Ramis, which meant we couldn't get the original cast. That would break my heart if there's no more Ghostbusters after this, because I'm not sure that this is going to be what we want. But we'll see. I'm still going to buy it. I'll probably go to like a matinee for $5, but I'm still going to go see it, or I'll at least wait for some reviews. I hope it's better than it looks. And, you know, as a video game guy, I know that we got a really good game when the Ghostbusters game came out. Maybe that's the best we can hope for. I don't know. I know there's talk of a Ghostbusters universe. I saw something about a Ghostbusters cartoon movie or animated movie coming out. There's discussion of an all-guy cast as part of a franchise. I don't know. But if this goes bad, we can probably kiss all that goodbye. And aside from the trailer, if you haven't seen it already, go Google the villain. The villain, if you remember the real Ghostbusters cartoon, like the ghost that walked up and then jumped into the sign at the very beginning in the opening credits, that's the villain. I think his name is like Revan or something like that. No, doesn't look good at all. let's just all hope it's better than we think it's going to be. Because if it is, this could be great. If it's not, call somebody else. That's all I'm saying. Hopefully you guys have seen it by now. If not, I'll put a link to Sony's channel. Go check it out. Leave some comments. Leave some snarky comments if you think it's bad over on their channel. But let me know what you think. Are you going to go see it? Is it worth ticket price? Or are you like me and you're just so disenchanted with the whole idea right now? Or, if you think I'm a sexist, a sexist? Are you a sexist? If you think I'm being sexist, let me know that too below. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, and comment, and we'll see you next time.